Right, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Thursday evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host Ted. Welcome to the premiere alcohol review show here on YouTube. I've got the guests, the hosts, because I'm in Imogen and Owen's flat, from the last guest episode I did, so introduce yourselves again.
Hi, I'm Imogen.
And I'm Owen.
Yeah. There's not much more.
That's about it, really. Yeah.
We lead very uninteresting lives.
That's just like the fucking most plain fucking character intro. It's just might as well just be like unbuttered white bread. But
we have a cat called Butler who was in the last video.
Butler was in the last guest episode when I filmed with these jokers.
What was it?
And you might see her scurrying around.
We also have our new friend,
The pumpkin.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob the carved
Although
pumpkin.
the lid's fallen through.
Yeah.
Well, Bob has seen better days. Much like my bike, which I had to take into the shop again yesterday. But that is a story for another day. In the meantime, we're going to be taking a look at another product from our good friends at Aldi. This is their home brand alcoholic ginger beer. Now, Imogen and Owen have been getting me onto Aldi's produce, particularly their alcohol, recently, because it's very cheaply priced and it's usually pretty good value for money. This is their alcoholic ginger beer, a hoppy pale ale combined with a fiery ginger beer. Alcohol percentage of 2.8% volume by the Hop Foundry. So, it says on the back, beer mixed with ginger ale with sugar and sweeteners, shandy gaff, made with pale ale and ginger beer, the perfect blend of citrus hops and ginger heat, bitter ale and sweet notes, a refreshing summer tipple, tasty with Asian spice dishes. Now that is something I hold fast to, because I used to really like, when I was a kid, old Jamaica ginger beer with Chinese food.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I mean, one of my favourite drinks to have on a night out is a spiced rum and ginger beer.
That is pretty good. I quite like a whiskey with ginger ale.
Ooh.
Does it have to be ginger food?
Alright, party pooper. Well, no,
I'm just asking, just so I know, so I don't get it wrong.
Not necessarily, but ginger ale with a whiskey is pretty damn good.
I'd say like a very light, almost sparkling water ginger ale can be so refreshing.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it cuts through anything.
Like the Canada Dry one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not really much to comment on about the design of the can. The colour's really nice. It's a nice light ginger, but it's pretty boring to look at. I don't know if
it's very utilitarian and German.
It looks like the font. Oh my god! You know, back when everyone kind of first started getting on Instagram, when it was first really back in the early days, and everyone got those font editing or photo editing apps.
Yeah.
And they had those little font things and everyone would put them all over their photos and they were like, I'm a photo editor. It looks like that. It looks like I made this on Instagram when I was 12.
I kind of see what you mean, yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah. If you can show the font on that, tell me I'm wrong.
That is very 2010 Instagram-esque, yeah, that you're pretty spot on there.
Stream Speak Now by Taylor Swift.
Mass-produced alcohol usually lags behind about 10 years in design.
Yeah, that is true. Alright, well, I'll give the design of the can a 5 out of 10. It's functional, but it's not ugly to look at.
No, it's nice. I quite like it. I mean, it's very neutral, so I'd give it a 5.
It's not displeasing to the eye. It's very like you said, neutral. You know, it's a calming kind of thing. You know, you'd stick it.
It's not ugly, but it's not pretty.
Stick it next to your Zen garden. You know.
So I think from what I remember, this is about £1.39.
That's pretty good.
£1.11, £1.19, £1.39. It's around that region. So let's give it a snifter. Oh wow, that's quite pungent actually.
Good sign.
But it's not overpowering.
I will just say I have a cold, so I will not be able to smell anything.
That's fine. It does kind of have a bit of a hint of Canada Dry ginger ale with kind of like a pale, juicy pale ale. So it actually smells really nice. I'll probably give this nose of it probably somewhere in the region of I'd say even close to a 9. It's a really nice smelling drink. but it's not like overpowering, so to speak. It's just got a very neutral baseline to the smell, and it's got this through line of like almost kind of like soda-y ginger.
It smells like a mild ginger soda.
I could still smell ginger and I can't breathe through my nose, so
Yeah.
that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I think I'll give the nose there a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, so
You want it to be strong.
yeah.
Uh,
It's not. I've had some ginger beers, like when the rum ginger beers when I've ordered that,
mm.
and they've been so watery I can't even like smell ginger,
Uh,
and then it's just ugh.
one
it's
that
pleasant.
one that reminds me of is the Fentimans one. I've never really liked it that much.
Yeah, I think that must have been what they used.
Which is
It
weird.
was-
Which is weird because by contrast, their elderflower drink and also their cherry cola are really nice, but I've just never really liked their ginger beer for some reason.
It doesn't have that punch to it. Like, I don't want to have a light, very faint ginger taste if I'm having ginger beer. You know, I want to have that fiery
Yeah.
kick.
What would you rate it out of 10 for the smell?
I'm going to have to go for a 5 again because it didn't surprise me, but it didn't disappoint me. It's what I expected. Like a cheapish priced ginger beer from Aldi to smell like, which is sort of soda-y, sort of gingery, not too strong but not too weak. You know, it's very middle of the road, which isn't a bad thing, but it doesn't also give me enough pizzazz for me to go, ooh, yeah, no, that's a 6 or a 7. That's what I'd say.
Fair enough. I disagree on the numerical rating, but I can kind of see what you mean.
Okay, fair enough.
I just love a ginger smell. I think it's got to be a 9 out of 10, and I can smell it. That's the first thing I've been able to smell all day. So.
Alright, well, the next step then is to have the palate cleanser of water, so here's yours.
Thank you.
Uh,
I don't know if I'm going to drink the whole pint.
No, just down it with fresh air, you won't. And then, on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this tastes like. So, to everyone at home, drink responsibly and bottoms up.
Bubbles.
That was my stomach, sorry.
Excuse me.
Had a lot of black coffee today.
Okay, it doesn't taste like how I thought it would. It's got like the underlying taste of a pale ale with like this weird sort of overcoating of like ginger. It's like not overpowering or anything, and it's quite strange. I'll give it to you because you haven't got the cold. So it's not quite. It's still really nice, but it's not got quite the same taste as I thought it would. It kind of feels like they said on the back, like a pale ale with ginger rather than being a ginger ale. So it's a weird flavour, but it's very mellow and it is quite refreshing.
Oh, it's a pale ale combined with ginger beer.
Yeah.
That makes more sense because that did not taste how I expected. It's okay. I'm not sure. I think I prefer a pure ginger beer to this personally.
Oh, that's really confusing.
It's odd.
It's an odd flavour, isn't it?
It is odd.
Yeah, I feel like I'm drinking 2 drinks at once.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
Like at points I'm like, this is a ginger beer, and then there are other points where I'm like, I'm just drinking like an IPA right now.
Yeah.
It's back to ginger beer.
It's got kind of like the texture and like the sort of like a finish, I think, of like an IPA, but then like the flavour of a ginger beer, and it just they're 2 nice sort of flavours that combine together quite smoothly, but at the same time it doesn't quite feel right.
Yeah, it's just like backing and forthing. It's so weird. I feel like I took a sip of an IPA and put that like on one side of my mouth, and then I took a sip of a ginger beer, put it on the other side of my mouth, and then I swallowed.
I don't know how well they've combined them. I don't know if they really match up. I think they could have made a better choice of mixer, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
It's still nice. I would still knock back like loads of these if they were offered to me.
I mean, if they were free, I'd drink them, sure. But like, if I was buying ginger-themed alcohol, I wouldn't pick this.
Yeah, you'd definitely rather go for like either like whiskey with ginger ale or like a Krabby's ginger beer or something.
Exactly.
Spice
Like a
rum and
proper
ginger
old-fashioned, strong ginger beer, pure ginger beer, is better than that, in my opinion.
Mm. I would say for the flavour, the texture is quite alright. I think the texture on its own would probably be going on for like a 7 or something, but I think the taste and I think the beer overall isn't bad. And for the price it is, you could definitely do worse, but I think I'll probably give it like a 5.5 out of 10.
What's the price again?
It's like, I think it was either £1.19 or £1.39.
Because I'm not. It's like a decently sized can as well. That is. I don't know. I like to take the price into consideration in these current circumstances that we find ourselves in.
We do.
And like, you know, much as I love, like, I can't afford a bottle of Captain Morgan's right now, so I wouldn't be able to do like a nice, you know, spiced rum and ginger beer. This, if I wanted something in that vibe for a much cheaper price, this could be a good alternative. So I think for the price, I'm going to give it a 6.
Yeah, I think I could still stick with a 5.5. What do you think?
Just taste? Or general?
No, just in general, yeah.
Just in general. Probably a 4. I'm not a massive fan. I don't think the combination really works that
Do you
well.
think it's below average?
Yeah, I mean, as ginger beer mixed with ale goes, maybe it's a 5, but compared to most ginger drinks, I'd rate it a 4. Which is a shame, because Aldi drinks are usually pretty good.
Yeah, that is definitely below par for what they usually experience with what they've got.
Their wines are great.
So good.
Like,
So good wine.
I'm very picky about my wine.
Yeah, well, what was surprised the French person is picky about their wine.
And
I
I'm
also
picky about
grew
my
up-
beer, so, you know.
I
good
grew up
beer.
on a vineyard. I grew up in a tiny little farming village which had like 4 different winemakers in it. And so I would just like play around in the vineyards as a child, and like got taught everything about wine by the farmer next door. I'm very picky, and I'm French, so.
How very European. Well, I think that kind of sums it up really. It is kind of middling the road or just very slightly below average, I think. It's not really an awful drink, but for the price it is, you could definitely do worse, but you could also do better.
I'm liking it the more I drink it, it does get better.
I think you can finish it off
Let me
if you
try
want.
it more. It's only had about 1 gulp.
Well, anyway, if you guys like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, or you agreed or disagreed with anything in particular in this video, leave your ideas in the comment section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave those in the video description down below with links to them as well. Again, thank you for being on.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for the free booze.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to Hollywood, and free alcohol is always welcome.
You've never been to what?
Hollywood.
What the fuck does that mean?
How does this equate to us being in Hollywood?
Well, I'm on camera, silver screen.
Yes.
Getting my name on the
Oh,
Walk of Stars, whatever they call it.
and
Walk of Fame.
I should also mention.
No,
that-
Walk.
Can I finish, please?
Yes.
I should also mention that this is technically the Ted's Boo Cellar 100 subscriber special.
Hooray!
So
Like, comment, subscribe.
I'll comment probably a little bit more on it on the next episode, which will probably be either on Saturday or Sunday this week. But either way, to everyone who's supported me over the last 4.5 years, thank you very, very much, and thank you for what is at this point I think 101 subscribers now. So everyone, thank you very much. And until next time, have fun, stay safe for whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, drink responsibly, know your limits, and we'll see you next time at the bar on Ted's Boo Cellar.
Yeah, boy.